You see Deutsche Bahn, and the obvious story is simple: trains moving people across Germany. But the moment you look beyond the passenger platform, the picture changes. Because this is not just a railway company operating trains. It sits inside a much larger system connecting cities, industries, freight corridors, and Europe's economic infrastructure. The contradiction is that the most important thing Deutsche Bahn controls is often the part passengers barely notice. The tracks, the stations, the signaling, the maintenance, the scheduling, the infrastructure that determines whether the entire network can actually move. The train is visible. The system behind it is not. The hidden system begins with a simple principle. Movement only works when everything is synchronized. Tracks must be available, signals must be coordinated. Trains must arrive in sequence. Maintenance must happen without collapsing the timetable. Deutsche Bahn's real challenge is therefore not simply operating trains. It is orchestrating a network. Think of the railway as a moving puzzle. Every train occupies infrastructure that another train may need next. A delay in one location can change schedules somewhere else. That is why the system depends on signaling, dispatching, maintenance, and constant operational decisions working together. The mechanism is invisible, but it is what keeps the network alive. Now zoom out. Germany is one of Europe's most important transportation crossroads, and its railway network sits at the center of that geography. Passenger services, regional trains, long-distance routes, and freight operations all compete for infrastructure across the same national system. What looks like a train journey is actually one movement inside a much larger machine. The answer extends far beyond passengers. Manufacturers depend on freight connections. Retail depends on logistics. Cities depend on commuter networks. Airports depend on rail links. European supply chains depend on corridors that cross borders. The railway becomes valuable not because everyone notices it, but because so many systems quietly assume it will keep working. Behind every visible train is a hidden layer of infrastructure: maintenance facilities, depots, workshops, control centers, telecommunications, signaling systems, and logistics terminals. These are the parts that rarely appear in travel photos, yet without them, the network stops being a network and becomes a collection of isolated tracks. The economic engine is not one ticket sale. It is the combination of passenger mobility, regional transportation, long-distance services, freight logistics, infrastructure management, and technical operations. Each layer connects to another. The deeper the network becomes, the more value can be created from keeping movement continuous. The real advantage is position. When a company operates within a country's central railway infrastructure, its importance comes from the network itself. The tracks are geographically fixed. Major stations cannot simply be moved. Critical corridors cannot be recreated overnight. The system's value grows from the physical position it already occupies. Germany sits at the center of Europe's continental transport geography. Rail connections extend toward France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Austria, Poland, and beyond. That means Deutsche Bahn's network does not exist in isolation. It interacts with a cross-border system where European mobility and freight increasingly depend on interoperability. A train can be bought. A route can be launched. But rebuilding an entire railway ecosystem is another matter. Infrastructure takes decades. Stations require geography. Signaling requires integration. Maintenance requires specialized capabilities. And the more connections a network has, the more valuable the network becomes. The moat is not one asset. It is the accumulated complexity of the whole system. The same complexity that creates strength also creates vulnerability. Aging infrastructure, limited capacity, maintenance demands, extreme weather, technical failures, and disruptions can ripple across the network. When one part becomes constrained, the effects can spread far beyond the original location. At this point, Deutsche Bahn becomes more than a transportation operator. Its performance affects mobility, logistics, regional economies, and the wider European transport system. The more critical the network becomes, the more important its resilience becomes. The company is no longer simply moving passengers. The future is not simply about faster trains. It is about smarter infrastructure. Digital signaling, automation, predictive maintenance, real-time data, modernized corridors, and improved interoperability could allow existing networks to move more efficiently. The next competitive advantage may come from how intelligently the infrastructure itself operates. Across Europe, railways are being treated as more than transportation. They are part of the continent's economic resilience, urban mobility, freight strategy, and environmental transition. Deutsche Bahn is one piece of that larger transformation. Its real significance comes from sitting where infrastructure, industry, technology, and geography meet. Perhaps Deutsche Bahn was never really just a railway company. That description focuses on the most visible part, the train. But underneath is something much larger: infrastructure, logistics, engineering, digital coordination, international connections, and physical corridors that determine how movement works across an entire continent. Deutsche Bahn is not simply a company that runs trains. It is a system company built around infrastructure, networks, logistics, technology, and the coordination of movement. Its real power comes from connecting the pieces that Europe depends on to keep moving. Because when you control the network behind movement, you are no longer just part of transportation. You become part of the infrastructure of the economy itself.